Welcome to Shomach Shava on the daf. We're holding in Chulin daf Ayin Vov. In this daf, we speak about the place in the behemo which is called Tzomes Hagidin, is where these joints or these sinews connect together, and the Tzomes is the place where they connect. As the Gemara defines in the end of Amud Aleph, that Shmuel says Tzomes Hagidim Mokom Shagidim Tzomsim Boy. Tzomsi Rashi says Mechuborim Yachad V'nirim Kegid Echad, where they connect with the three Gidim connect to one. So the Radak, in a few places, and Nach, one of them is in Yirmiyah Perek Lamavov Pasuk Vov, he brings the name of his father, that the reason Yom Tzom is called Yom Tzom, a day of tinies, is called Tzom. Why Tzom? So usually we understand that Tzom is Loshan Tzome, because he's thirsty. He says the name of his father that Tzom is a day of kibbutz, a day of gathering. Because Am Yisrael gathers together to be misyoetz al tzaraso, to discuss their tzara. Tzom Loshan Tzom es Hagidim, when things gather together, when they're connected together. So Tzom is if there's a gathering. And this concept is brought down, the Sefer Divrei Emes of the Chozim in Lublin and Parshas Bolok, in the end of the Nevuah of Bilam. Bilam says, "V'tzim yad kitim v'inu ashur v'inu aver." So he says, what does it mean tzim yad kitim? It says the Chozim in Lublin, we speak about Am Yisrael. The Am Yisrael, when they're going to have the Golus, and they're going to have Makos, Kitim, they will come to Tzim. What is Tzim? Tzim is Loshon Tzomes Hagidim. Loshon Tzom. They will have a gathering connected together. And it continues, V'dashas v'inu ashur is coming to Ramas on the Ashirim, on the rich people. V'inu aver, they're going to cause sorrows to the people that are over on the Torah. Who are they over? The Sar represents the Goyim that calls that to Am Yisrael, Adei Oived, you'll get destroyed. But again, he brings the idea of Tzim, the gathering that will come because of the Galus. And the Sefer Yisbech Yisrael of Alexander, he brings in a few places. We'll mention two of them, one in Parsha Shkolim or Yisvov, and the other one in Parsha Zocher or Yishei. He says that Haman, what was the time though that Haman said? Haman said, Yesh no Yam Echad. The Yesh of Am Yisrael is Am Echad, is only when they have Achdus. But now, when Am Yisrael, in the time of Purim, it was Mefuzah Mefarid Bein Amim. They're not Echad. So there's no problem to overcome them. So what did Esther do? So Esther came and said, Lech knois es kol ha-Yehudim, bring them to be together. Be'avo, be'achvo, be'reus. And that's the idea of Tzumu alai. What is Tzumu alai? Tzomes Hagidim, connect to me. We'll be together as be'echot. V'gamani v'na'aroisai otzu ken, I'll connect to them as well. Uvechein avoy lamelech, who's the melech, melech malchei amlochim, to come and ask rachamim from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. To overcome the gzeiro, we have to have the achdus. And he adds, that's what it says in the pasuk Gedoshim Tiyu. So Rashi says, Parsha zu nemro behakel. So he explains, how do you become kadosh? How do you become parush minyan olam hazeh? Is when a person connects himself to Am Yisrael. Kadosh Tiyu behakel, through connection to everybody else. And the opposite is letayvo yivakesh nifrat. Someone who's about tayvo is because he's nifrat from Am Yisrael. So the point is to bring Am Yisrael together. That's the idea of the Tzumu alai that we have in Megillas Esther. And that's the idea of Tzom because of Tzomes Hagidim, the connection of everybody together. And this is very appropriate to the days that we're holding right now, the days in Mei Ben HaMetzorim, that are standing between two Taniyos, between two Tzomes. Because the avoid of the day, and through the Tzom, is to have Tzomes Hagidim of Am Yisrael, connection of Am Yisrael together, the Achdus that will bring the Geula Shleimo B'Meir B'Yameinu. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shomach Shava Shiurim, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.